Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode in the latest and greatest in Pokemon TCG news. This is the Poke Advisor podcast, and today we have a special episode because it is the release date of Celestial Guardians, the new pack in Pokemon TCG Pocket. We see featured here, we've got Solgaleo and Lunala Celestial Guardians packs, with a feature of 239 cards. And so we'll just kind of go through each one in normal format and talk about the Pokemon hobby in its current state. So the hobby seems to be, it's hotter than ever, don't get me wrong, but, and we see more influencers getting into the hobby, more action, more card openings. And there's something to say about that. Will it ever stop? Will it ever go back to, pre-COVID levels even? I don't think it will. I think the demand is just so high. These Pokemon cards are beautiful. Let's just take a minute to appreciate that. They're based off of Pokemon Sun and Moon. So the influence is Hawaiian. You'll see a lot of island cards. And we'll see when we get to the illustration rares. I wish the Pokemon Company would print some of these out. We've heard time and time again. It doesn't sound like they will anytime soon, but give it a couple of years, maybe they'll have a special Pokemon TCG Pocket set that we can enjoy in physical format. Granted, I'd like to see what the future of TCG Pocket will be. And this kind of brings the fun back in Pokemon cards because there's not much monetary value. You can open these packs up for free. And so you don't have to go out and buy packs in order to open when you can appreciate the artwork on something as accessible as your phone. And so kind of going back to the hobby, it's out of control right now. Everything is sky high and there's limited availability in products. We've got Destined Rivals coming out the end of this month, and then a black and white set after that, and then a Mega Evolution set after that one. So a lot of hype. And then you've got, the Pokemon Anniversary. And the thing is, Rip and Ships are, they're as hot as ever. So yeah, we see that the hobby is really out of control, which is why for me, I'm looking at, if I'm going to be paying prices like this right now, I'd rather pay it on something that isn't going to be restocked tomorrow, for example. So, for example, you've got Destined Rivals, Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolution. I think those are going to be reprinted over and over and over again in the next 2-3 years at least, if not more, because there's such a shortage. So I'm not excited about paying those premium prices on things that I may possibly, it's not guaranteed, but possibly getting a reprint and getting it at MSRP in the near future. And so I've been focused on a lot of the Sun and Moon era packs, sets, and XY. There is a caveat to that. I did just buy a Fusion Strike booster box. It's going for $500 right now, which I know sounds insane. But I know there's not going to be a reprint. And that I'd also like to add that to the things I have my eye on. Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, and XY. And again, I know there's not going to be a reprint of Fusion Strike, for example. And that's one of the top booster boxes of our modern time. Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Chilling Reign. So I've got my eyes on those. Evolving Skies I may hold off on just because it's so expensive. It's like $1,500 a booster box. But Fusion Strike for $500 a booster box with a lot of upside potential, I would gladly buy that. Gladly. So that's what I'm looking at now. Fusion Strike this week. Next week maybe Chilling Reign booster box. So I'm just slowly collecting. I still have my Elite Trainer box. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it now. It's my collection. I probably need to update that video since I've added so much more and got so much collection pieces and glass cases, shelves to display my pieces. So look out for a video for that sometime soon. Wow, these cards are just beautiful. So yeah, so we said Fusion Strike booster box for 500. Chilling Rain is about 350, 400, not as expensive as the Fusion Strike. Now we are going into the summer, and Pokemon cards historically have been cheaper in the summer, so I may load up a lot more then. These are just small buys here and there that I see on Pokemon cards that I don't expect to go down anytime soon. So yeah, it's kind of hard to just buy a bunch of Pokemon cards all at once. I will say in the past month, I have bought XY Evolutions ETBs, the Charizard and the Blastoise. I bought a Unified Minds ETB. I'm trying to collect one of every ETB. So Unified Minds ETB, Celestial Storm ETB. I think it's called Celestial Storm, the one with the Rayquaza on it. I did buy Breakthrough, the Mewtwo Y and the Mewtwo X. So those are nice additions to my collection. Recently, my Journey Together pre-order came in. I have not been able to pre-order any Destined Rivals. So I definitely want at least one ETB and one booster box in my collection. However, like I said, I'm not going to pay these enormous prices. I'm just going to wait. Just play the wait and see game. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure if it's anything like the COVID era, there was always a reprint. And I know they say it's kind of hard now with rip and ships and content creators just opening massive amounts of content, but I don't think we will be without content, without Pokemon cards. I just don't see it happening. I think eventually it'll just keep getting printed and printed and printed until it saturates the market. Which reminds me of Battle Styles, Battle Styles, Shining Fates. They kind of printed, they didn't have enough demand, and then they printed over demand. So not to take a bearish or bullish outlook, just kind of observing the natural state of the market and how things go based on what we have, which is history. I could be wrong. We could all be wrong. But yeah, that's kind of what I got now. So remember, and I'm going to do a deep dive into everything in Celestial Guardians. There's a lot of events and news to go through. Maybe we can do that in another, I don't want to open up another window. Actually, let's see. How about we skip through and get to the full arts, because those are what I really want y'all to see. Okay, here we go. Oh, beautiful. I love Executor. I love Alolan Executor. And this does it justice. I'm comparing it to the Surging Sparks Executor that recently came out. I say recently, and it was like late last year. But I love the natural vibes, the nature. Beautiful card. There's not much more to say about that. You've got Morolol. Oh my god, beautiful. Look at that. Serena. Love the colors. Tapu Bulu. So all of the Tapus have this historic artwork. This is my favorite card out of the set. I mean, look how beautiful. From the sand to the sky to the fire to Marowak. I mean, I have to have this card printed out ASAP. ASAP. Because this is just a beautiful freaking card. Probably my favorite card in all of Pokemon TCG Pocket. I mean, look at it. It's just amazing. I love the borders. Turtonator. Alolan Vulpix looks pretty cool. Yumuku. Tapu Fini with the ancient artwork. Oricorio. Nice card. Tapu Koko. Cutiefly. So just beautiful cards to go all around. I mean, look at this. Sandy Gas. This is probably the best set in terms of artwork in the Pokemon TCG Pocket space, and arguably in the history of Pokemon. Yeah, I went that far. I mean, look at this Rockruff. I would happily put that on display. Mudsdale. And with all the effort they put into making these cards, you would think that they would print them just to maximize their viewpoint, you know? Trampa. Pikipek, very natural Hawaiian themed vibe. Beware. Kamala. Then you have some of these ultra rares. Incineroar, Crabominal, Wishy-Washy, Alolan Raichu, Lunala, Passimian, Alolan Muck, Solgaleo, Acerola, Ilima, Kiawe, Guzma, Lana. So I don't know if you guys have played Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, very prominent characters. Of course, Lily. Then you've got the SIRs, Decidueye, beautiful. Delmise, not a big fan. Incineroar, amazing colors. Crabominable. Wishy-Washy, very nice viewpoint. Alolan Raichu, look at that art style. Lunala, look at that art style with the waves. Passimian. Alolan Muck. Solgaleo EX, and it looks like we're getting into the shiny vault soon. Some trainer cards, Guzma. Lily heals 60 damage for one of your stage 2 Pokemon. Then you've got shiny Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Executor, Squirtle, Blastoise. So now they're including shinies in these sets ever since the shiny, the last set came out. Pretty cool stuff. So just a few shiny Pokemon. Then you got Venusaur, Executor, Blastoise, Full Art with Hydro Bazooka, Starmie, Gengar. Really nice. And we'll get into the accessories in the next video. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. The Rayquaza promo, we'll get into that. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.